Hi, welcome back to Vino Experienza with David Alexander. We're going to do a little different video this time. I'm going to try to piece together some different images of our experience when my wife and I visited Larimer Vineyards and Winery in Temecula. And it was a great time. We had a really good experience. The wine tasting was brilliant. In fact, my wife, she said, Dave, I like every one of these wines. And that was really cool because normally we go in and usually I think every winery has at least one really good wine. But we walked away, wow, each one of these, we could take these home and drink these. These are really good. And then it didn't finish with just the wine tasting, which was spectacular. Then we went and had lunch. And what was really nice was the fact that they had live music every day of the week. So anytime you go to Larimer in Temecula, you can sit down and have a nice meal with really nice, smooth music in the background. It was an exceptional time. We walked away from it saying, hey, we have another favorite place to go in Temecula at Larimer. This is how they describe themselves. At Larimer Vineyards and Winery, we engage your senses with a blend of handcrafted wines, live music, local art, and captivating views. It is so nice, I think, to have something local here to Southern California that you can escape, get out away from the hustle and bustle of city life, go out to these vineyards and wineries that are nestled within the vineyards. You're less than 10, 20 feet away from the vines that actually produced the wine that you're drinking. And it's just an exceptional experience. I think it's really great. I think it's something everybody should take advantage of. It's close. And this was what was amazing about Larimer is that they actually are using new oak on their wines with their aging process. Now, why is that important? Oak loses its ability to impact the wine after a couple years. So most of the time, these are big investments. Those wine barrels cost about $1,000 a piece. So they're not going to get rid of them. But many wineries will continue to use them to age their wine, and even though it's having minimal impact in regards to the malolactic fermentation that happens with oak against wine. So, but they keep the barrels because they don't want to buy new barrels, the expense of that. Larimer will only keep the barrels as long as they're having an impact on the wine, which is about a couple years. After a couple years, what do? They sell them to the surrounding wineries in the Temecula Valley, and they use those for their aging process on their wines, even though they're having minimal impact in regards to the malolactic fermentation. So these guys are investing in making the best wine they can, making sure that each wine is aged and having an impact in those oak barrels. They're doing a fantastic job. Anyway, the wine we're going to taste today is going to be their Cabernet Sauvignon. We actually were, like I said, we were impressed with every one of the wines. We tasted 8 different wines. It was about 8 wines. 8 wines we tasted. Any one of those I could have brought home and said, oh, wow, this is really good. We brought home the Cabernet and we brought home the Syrah. They were both exceptional. But I wanted to do the Cabernet just because that's usually the most sought after varietal. So I thought, well, let's go ahead and talk about the Cabernet. But when you go there, I'm sure that you'll find your favorite. And the prices are very, very good. I'm going to include, hopefully, I think I have a price sheet on these wines so you can get a picture of just exactly how much the wines are there. They're affordable. It's a great place to go. So this is a 2021 Cabernet, 90% Cab, 10% Petit Syrah. I've always said that Petit Syrah is your muscle grape. That's your grape you add to add impact, to add color, to add a greater level of fruitiness on the wine. And at the same time having some muscle behind it. It's very good. 14.4% ABV, so it's a little bit boozy, but very good. Let's just try this real quick. We opened this last night, my wife and I had a good time. Very good. Maintains its acidity. It's not just it is fruit forward, but not too fruity. Definitely something you can have with a nice meal. I would put this with a steak at any time. It's going to work well. It's also a relatively good sipping wine. The acidity might be a little high for some people, so I'd suggest have this with some food. Some of their other wines are going to be incredibly good sippers. At lunch, we had a sangria made with Cab Franc. Absolutely tremendous. So anyway, guys, take a chance. Go visit Larimer. Experience the wines. Experience the music. Have a great time. And thank you for watching Vino Experienza by David Alexander. Please, if you like the video, subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, share this with your friends and family. We want to increase our viewership, increase our potential to help people enjoy wine. Thank you so much. Have a great day.